What's up, guys? Welcome to our Chile Sports. If you're new, hey, subscribe to our channel because your opinions and suggestions are always welcome here. Another episode of Soccer Football, Manchester City versus Chelsea in the FA Cup semi-finals. City and Pep Guardiola need to shake off the pains after losing to Real Madrid on penalties in the Champions League finals, being knocked out, and need to travel to Wembley Stadium tomorrow to face Chelsea in the FA Cup. They were knocked out with penalties and then they are still heartbroken and heartache. And if they don't shake it off, City will be going out in double competition. City were in the game with all their players on form. Only John Stones, who came off and play and get 10 minutes playing time. On the other hand, Chelsea would have wished to mash up Manchester City in the Wembley Stadium. But hey, will City agree to be knocked out in double competition in just 2 or 3 days intervals? It's a Game of Thrones for sure, and it's going to be absolutely massive and difficult one to suggest. Even though Chelsea will be going into the game with their players coming back like Enzo Fernandez and also Aziel Disasi coming back from injury. But the likes of Nkunkum, Ogorchukwu, Wesley Fofana, name them, Rhys James, the captain, and all of them are still injured. Is this something that they can be able to qualify to the finals without those players? Or City will be looking forward to go to the finals of the competition? Well, once again, one thing you should remember is after City being knocked out of the Champions League means that their double treble is not going to happen again. And is it that will they be fighting for only the league title or they will also be fighting for double? I'm here with Nana, Kwame, and Sami will be joining us later as well. So Nana, your view about this game, because this game is a Game of Thrones, FA Cup semi-finals, and whoever win it will be going to the finals of the competition. We all know this local cup, how important it is to the football clubs in England.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's going to be a big clash. City had the hopes of repeating their trebles, and unfortunately, it couldn't happen. So they still have a double right in front of them, and I am sure they are going to take their energy. They won't let that exit from the Champions League affect their performances in the other competitions where they are still in. So they are going to channel their energy into this match, and I'm very sure, 100% sure they'll get the job done. Chelsea is going through crisis, and double it up is also with injuries. So that is double trouble. Their field of play is not impressive. To add up, also they have injuries. So that is too much for Chelsea to handle City. Though, yes, this is a game, a cup game. So you don't have to consider performances in the league and other factors, but reality is reality. The form City is in at the moment is of higher standard, and I'm sure they'll get the job done. Hopefully,
mind you, don't forget that Chelsea are being inconsistent in the league or in any competition they are in. Just last February, they were in the Wembley Stadium finals with Liverpool in the League Cup, and this is going to be the second time they are traveling to Wembley this season. Even though they are inconsistent, their last game against Everton was 6-0 in Stamford Bridge, which was a Premier League game. And also this season, they have been able to battle it one-on-one with Pep Guardiola Manchester City without losing against them because it's been draw. No one has been able to get a points out of this. So this game is purely a clash, and we all know what Chelsea younger team in a brighter day, what they are capable of doing. Don't forget Cole Palmer is someone from Manchester City, and he needs to prove to the club that he is capable of doing what he's doing currently. And hey, this is a Game of Thrones, and believe it or not, City is capable of doing anything. But Chelsea, in a brighter side, I think they are also capable of doing anything in the game. And it's a cup semi-finals. Anything can happen. The mentality of the players will be totally different. But sometimes one thing that I think about Pep Guardiola is games like this, sometimes he overthinks. But you can't actually take this game away from Manchester City because, hey, the players are in pain because of this Champions League. Nana, Do you think Chelsea, as it stands right now, in their bad day, is always massive, massive? They can concede a lot of goals and they can also give up a lot of points as well. And I think they will be able to do much in this game because looking at Chelsea playing with the bigger clubs, they tend to be doing well. Look at against Manchester United in Stamford Bridge. Look at against Liverpool in Stamford Bridge. Even the League Cup finals. Do you think they can stand Manchester City this time round?
You have a point. What you said, you clearly have a point. But sticking to the statistics, sticking to recent performances, I agree. Chelsea had a spectacular performance against Everton, winning 6-0. That is impressive. I remember after that match, we had a discussion and I said it's an impressive performance, but I can't be fascinated by such performance. Everton is bottom of the league and they are struggling. So if Chelsea, who is struggling, gets a team like Everton and scores them 6, it's impressive, but it doesn't mean a lot to me. Chelsea has been struggling with scoring goals, so you could give them credit that they had 6 goals. So that meaning things could change in terms of their scoring performance. So that is positive for Chelsea that they've probably unlocked, probably because of this previous match, the recent match they had, they've unlocked the goal spree. So we hope they can get some goals in the match against Man City. But there is a but. Manchester City, facing the disappointment they had against Real Madrid, having the hopes of repeating the treble, the repeat, they are channeling their energy. I know these guys, they are channeling their energy into that match, and it's going to be a difficult or a long day for Chelsea. They are not going to find their way easy in that semi-final. And I still stick to my prediction that Man City is going to go through. They are going to get the job done. No matter,
You are hurting
yeah,
me.
Chelsea might present some competition, but they are not a match for Man City at this stage. Yeah.
You are hurting me. Your prediction is hurting me, though. But hey, let me go
Let
to
me,
Sammy. He just joined
let
us
me
for sure. Sammy, welcome. And also your view on Chelsea, Manchester City at Wembley Sports Stadium tomorrow, the FA Cup semi-finals.
Yeah, thank you very much. That match is not a simple match, it's a difficult match. I know that
Exactly.
many people will choose Man City, but then looking at what Chelsea has been doing with big teams, it's amazing. It's something you have to look out for. This season, they haven't had their best of forms, but anytime they play against a big side, they show some quality. They show the reason why they are Chelsea. Though they are going to this match as underdogs, Manchester City needs to be careful, especially losing to the qualification to the semi-finals. Now it's going to be a match of mentality for the Manchester City team. If they are really good when it comes to mentality monsters, if they can stand up to the occasion against Chelsea. But then on paper, I think Man City has an upper hand. Some would argue that coming to this match with bruised egos and pain after losing to Real Madrid, they would like to give something to their fans, so they'll come all out. Not forgetting that Chelsea too, playing with big teams this season has been exceptional. On paper, I'll go for Man City, but we should watch out for Chelsea.
So the likes of Chelsea have a lot of injury at hand. The likes of Nkunku, Rhys James, the likes of Fofana, but then they still have players like Caicedo. Enzo is back. Disasi is back. And also Thiago Silva at the back last game was also showing promise of his fitness. And aside from that, you look at the up front, Jackson pair with Cole Palmer has been wonderful for them last game. They had a lot of. It's only Madueke sometimes on and off. Last game he did very well. If they are going to put out that, Modric too is someone who is learning how the whole game of England is actually played. So these youngsters, a lot of talented, but sometimes you look at their performance on and off, you question yourself, is it the fault of the coach or is just the players who are not actually doing out their best?
So, first of all, this season has been very, very disastrous in terms of injury for a new team. You should understand that Chelsea currently has a new crop of individuals who just are trying to pick their momentum, trying to pick their rhythm. But then unfortunately, they have been hit with so many injuries. Yeah, though they have been hit, but they still have a quality players. But then it doesn't allow the coach to use or get a specific first 11. It becomes difficult for the coach. So in a way, I don't blame the coach. In some ways, I blame him because sometimes you have to be tactically disciplined in order to win some games, in order to draw some games. But I haven't seen so much of him But on the other side, you can also argue that these injuries have really affected Chelsea, especially trying to build a new team. And in fact, this season, they have the record of the most injured players in the world. That is
Yeah.
really serious. That is something that the doctors and the physicians of the team should actually look at. But then going to this match with all these players from injury, you should also understand that his basic pivotal role, that is the likes of Endo and Casedo, have been instrumental for Chelsea. And we should know that Endo is back. So therefore, it's going to actually solidify the team. But then still, injuries have actually played a major role on Chelsea, which is unfortunate.
Nana Kwame, I'm coming to you with Manchester United Coventry City. We all know this game is a walk through for Manchester United. But then Manchester United inconsistency is something that is actually worrying fans and also the board. And this game is a semi, even though Coventry City is a team that we all know that they won't be able to pass through with Manchester United. Your general view, do you think United will give this away again?
Manchester United has been full of surprises this season. To me, I think they've been the most, if there is an award for most surprising team or most, I don't know how to, in the negative and the positive side, sometimes they win matches you never expect them to win. And other times too, they lose matches abysmally. You never know what to expect with Manchester United. Ten Hag has, I think, for the time being he's been at this team, he has not yet established a tradition yet in terms of his style of play. Probably due to some injuries he's been having also in the team. I think Manchester United they've also have their fair share of injuries, and it has affected their play over the season. Recent news about some disciplinary issues going on in the team on the side of the Garnacho, and I don't know if the coach is going to feature him in this match. But regardless, Manchester United should win this match, and I wouldn't be surprised if they also bottle it. So that is you don't know what to expect from Manchester United these days.
Sammy, your view on that?
It's really exciting. It's a very tricky
That is the
game.
situation here.
Yeah, it's very, very tricky. At the hands of this Coventry City, they actually proved people wrong in order to qualify. They are showing a sense of urgency. They want to win something for their club. They want to make a statement. But when it comes on paper, it shouldn't be a match at all. But judging from the last time these two teams played, that was in where it was an England Cup where they won United by 2-0. I don't know whether that will be one of their motivations to come into this match to say that, hey, we can do it. This is not the United we used to play against. But still, with the quality around Manchester United, I think I see Manchester United going through. But then we should also watch out again for Coventry City.
You cannot just get something right of Manchester United.